Hi, I'm Eva Murphy from Electronic Engineering at IT Sligo, and this is my Leaving Cert Maths Grinds channel. I'll regularly add new videos for both higher and ordinary level maths, so make sure you subscribe below and click the bell icon to be notified of new videos. Right, let's have a look at this more difficult one on the modulus. So again, there's the two methods to solve it. I would probably square both sides of this particular one as such, so that I'd get 2x minus 1 squared being equal to x plus 3 squared. And as you can see, the squared gets rid of the modulus sign. So this is 2x minus 1 by 2x minus 1 being equal to x plus 3 by x plus 3. Okay, or if you want, square the first, square the second, twice the product of the two. Either way, you'll end up getting 4x squared minus 4x plus 1 being equal to x squared plus 6x plus 9 is what I make that. Okay, so looking like a quadratic, so let's bring everything over to the left. So I have 4x squared minus x squared minus 4x minus 6x plus 1 minus 9 being equal to 0. Okay, so I'm getting 3x squared minus 10x minus 8 being equal to 0. So that's a quadratic. So you have two choices there. You can solve it using the minus b formula, or you can solve it using factorization. And I'm just going to do it both ways just for practice. So my guide number, when there's a number in front of x, one method of doing it is to use AC as your guide number, okay? Remember, this is ax squared plus bx plus c, okay? So if you use AC as your guide number, it can be a little bit easier, I think, for these ones. So the factors of minus 24, that's going to give me minus 10, okay? And see that I always bring the sign with me. So I sort out my signs over here as well. So I could have 6 and 4, but because it's a minus, it's going to be a plus 6, a minus 4, a minus 6, or a plus 4. So that looked like it would have given me a 10, but it's not because of the different signs. Okay, so other factors of 24, 8, and 3, again, it's going to have to be plus and minus. And of course, you have 12 twos, and that one is going to work. Okay, so how do you know which one is the right one? Well, it's the ones that when you add together gives you minus 10. So it's that last one down here, down the bottom. Okay, so what you do is you take your quadratic and you write it with its factors. So instead of minus 10x, you use these two numbers. Sorry, that shouldn't be a 10. Minus 12 plus 2, and that gives me 10. Okay, you use these two numbers here instead of the minus 10. So in other words, you write it as minus 12x plus 2x. Okay, so minus 10, it's just broken up into its factors, or into the factors of 8. That gives me minus 10. Okay, and then you take down the minus 8 and you let it equal to 0. Okay, and then you do grouping. So take out what's common in the first two terms. It's the 3x. What's left over? X minus 4. Take out the 2 in the next two terms. That's what's common. And you're left with x minus 4. 3x plus 2, x minus 4 equals 0. And then let's solve it. 3x is equal to minus 2. X is equal to minus 2/3. X minus 4 is equal to 0. X is equal to 4. Okay, so they would be the two solutions for that particular question. So that's a way of doing quadratics or solving quadratics when there's a number in front of the x squared, and some schools do that and others don't. So if you liked the look of it, maybe practice it and practice one or two more just to get to grips with it, because it really is quite a clever way of doing it. And I would have only learned that through grinds. I wouldn't have done that in school. What I would have done in my Leaving Cert years is I would have done that with the minus b formula, okay? Because I find it quite difficult to see the factors in many cases, okay? So you can always use the minus b formula to solve any quadratic, okay? So the key is you write your quadratic here in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and this is all in the log tables somewhere here. No, here on page 20, okay? So it's telling you write the quadratic in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, and then use the minus b formula. Okay, so the minus b formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, and I would have done my entire Leaving Cert with this formula, so you actually do get very fast at it. Right, so x is equal to, so I'm only looking here at the coefficients. No x's goes into the minus b formula, just the coefficients, and the coefficients are the numbers in front of the letters, okay? A being the number in front of x squared, b being the number in front of x, and c being the number on its own. And watch that you bring the signs with them as well. So minus b will be minus 10, plus or minus the square root of minus 10 squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so minus 10 is plus 10, plus or minus. I then tend to put the square root bit all into a calculator, so bracket minus 10 squared minus 4ac, and I'm getting 14 all over 2 3s are 6. Okay, and at this point you split it into the plus or minus. One of these answers is going to come from when I take the plus, and the other answer is going to come from when I take the minus. Okay, so x is equal to 10 plus 14 over 6, and then my other solution, 10 minus 14 over 6. So hit the fraction button, 10 plus 14 all over 6, and I've got 4. And then go back and change that plus to a minus, and I've got minus 2/3. So of course I got the same answer as I did over here. It's the same quadratic, so you should. So that's how I would solve that particular one. The key to questions that have two modulus or moduli in them is take one to be either side of the equals to sign, and then square both sides. If you've enjoyed this video, then why not join us in IT Sligo and use maths in practice. In conjunction with industry, we've designed an exciting new program in electronics and self-driving technologies, which uses cutting-edge techniques such as artificial intelligence, computer vision, and virtual and augmented reality. You'll need a H5 in maths to qualify. Check out the link below.